Imagine living in a world filled with towering pyramids, massive stone cities hidden deep inside tropical jungles, kings who claimed to speak with the gods, and astronomers so advanced they could predict eclipses centuries into the future. This was the world of the Maya civilization. For over 2,000 years, the Maya built one of the most intelligent and mysterious civilizations in human history. They created complex mathematics, accurate calendars, breathtaking temples, and thriving cities long before modern technology existed. Yet despite their greatness, something happened. Their magnificent cities were suddenly abandoned. Entire populations disappeared into the jungle. Their empire collapsed, leaving behind ruins, mysteries, and unanswered questions. How could one of the most advanced civilizations on Earth rise to incredible power and then vanish? This is the story of the rise and fall of the Maya civilization. The birth of the Maya world. The Maya civilization began thousands of years ago in the dense tropical regions of present-day Mexico, Guatemala, Belize, Honduras, and El Salvador. Unlike civilizations that grew beside massive rivers like the Nile or the Tigris, the Maya built their cities inside harsh jungles with limited water sources. This made survival incredibly difficult, but the Maya adapted. Around 2000 BCE, small farming villages began appearing across the region. The people cultivated maize, or corn, which became the foundation of Maya life. Corn was more than food. To the Maya, maize was sacred. They believed humans themselves were created from corn by the gods. As agriculture improved, villages grew larger. Trade networks expanded. Art, religion, and architecture began to flourish. Over time, these villages transformed into powerful city-states, and a great civilization was born. The rise of the great Maya cities by 250 CE, the Maya entered what historians call the Classic Period, the golden age of Maya civilization. Massive cities rose from the jungle. Among the most famous were Tikal, Palenque, Copan, and Calakmul. Each city was an independent kingdom, ruled by powerful kings known as divine rulers. The Maya believed these kings could communicate directly with gods and ancestors. Because of this, rulers held enormous power. They commanded armies, controlled trade, and oversaw religious ceremonies that often included blood sacrifice. At the center of every Maya city stood gigantic pyramids and temples, reaching toward the sky. These structures were not only architectural masterpieces, they were symbols of divine authority. Without metal tools, modern machinery, or wheels for transport, the Maya built enormous cities entirely by hand. Millions of limestone blocks were carved and carried through dense jungles under extreme heat. Even today, archaeologists are amazed by the precision and complexity of Maya construction. The Maya masters of science. The Maya were not just builders. They were scientists, mathematicians, and astronomers far ahead of their time. They developed one of the most advanced writing systems in the ancient Americas. Their hieroglyphic script recorded royal histories, wars, astronomical events, and religious beliefs. For centuries, these symbols remained a mystery. Only in recent decades have scientists begun fully decoding them. The Maya also created an astonishingly accurate calendar system. Using careful observations of the stars, planets, sun, and moon, they tracked time with incredible precision. In fact, their solar calendar was more accurate than the calendar used in Europe for centuries. The Maya understood complex mathematical concepts, including the number zero, something many ancient civilizations never developed. Astronomy shaped nearly every aspect of Maya life. Temples were aligned with celestial events. Kings timed ceremonies according to planetary movements, and priests studied the heavens constantly, believing the gods communicated through the cosmos. To the Maya, the universe was alive. Every star carried meaning. Every eclipse was a message. Despite their grand temples and powerful rulers, most Maya people lived simple lives. Farmers formed the backbone of society. Every day, families worked fields growing corn, beans, squash, and chili peppers. They used advanced farming techniques such as terracing and raised fields to survive in difficult jungle conditions. Markets buzzed with activity. Merchants traded jade, obsidian, cacao, feathers, pottery, salt, and textiles across vast distances. Chocolate, made from cacao, was especially valuable. In fact, Cacao beans were sometimes used as currency. The Maya also loved art and entertainment. Musicians played drums and flutes. Artists painted colorful murals. Athletes competed in a sacred ball game that carried deep religious meaning. But life could also be brutal. Human sacrifice was part of Maya religion. The Maya believed blood nourished the gods and maintained balance in the universe. Prisoners of war were often sacrificed during important ceremonies. To modern eyes, these rituals may seem horrifying. But to the Maya, sacrifice was necessary for survival itself. The Maya world was not united under one empire. Instead, it was divided into competing city-states, constantly fighting for power. Alliances formed and collapsed. Kings battled for territory, resources, and prestige. Wars became increasingly violent during the late Classic period. Entire cities were attacked and conquered. Rival kings were captured, tortured, and publicly executed. Hieroglyphic inscriptions reveal a world filled with political intrigue, betrayals, and bloodshed. Two superpowers dominated the Maya world for centuries: Tikal and Calakmul. These rival cities fought massive proxy wars through allied kingdoms across the region. Their conflict destabilized much of the Maya world. At the same time, populations continued growing rapidly. More forests were cleared for farming. Resources became strained, and slowly so the cracks began to appear. Then came one of history's greatest mysteries. Between 800 and 900 CE, many major Maya cities were suddenly abandoned. Construction stopped, monuments ceased, trade networks collapsed. Populations disappeared from urban centers. The jungle began swallowing the cities whole. What happened? For centuries, historians debated the cause. Some believed foreign invasions destroyed the Maya. Others blamed disease or catastrophic disasters. But modern research suggests the collapse was likely caused by multiple interconnected problems. One major factor was environmental destruction. To support enormous populations and massive construction projects, the Maya cut down vast amounts of forest. This caused soil erosion, declining crop yields, and ecological instability. Then came drought. Scientific evidence shows the Maya region experienced severe long-term droughts during this period. Without reliable rainfall, crops failed. Starvation spread. As food shortages worsened, warfare intensified. Kings who once claimed divine power could no longer protect their people. Faith in rulers collapsed. Political systems broke apart. Cities descended into chaos. And gradually, people abandoned the great urban centers. The civilization did not completely disappear. Millions of Maya people survived. But the age of magnificent jungle cities had ended. Centuries later, a new threat arrived from across the ocean. In the 1500s, Spanish conquistadors entered the Maya world. Armed with guns, steel weapons, horses, and deadly diseases, the Spanish changed the Americas forever. European diseases, such as smallpox, devastated indigenous populations. Entire communities were wiped out before ever seeing a Spanish soldier. The Maya fiercely resisted colonization. Some kingdoms fought the Spanish for generations, but eventually, most Maya territories fell under European control. Spanish priests destroyed countless Maya books and records, believing them to be pagan and dangerous. An enormous amount of Maya knowledge vanished forever in flames. Only a handful of ancient Maya codices survive today. One of history's greatest libraries was lost. For centuries, the ruins of Maya cities remained hidden beneath thick jungle vegetation. Travelers occasionally stumbled upon mysterious pyramids covered in vines. But the true scale of Maya civilization remained unknown. Then archaeologists began uncovering the lost cities. What they discovered shocked the world. Massive pyramids, sophisticated road systems, observatories, palaces, temples filled with carvings and hieroglyphs. Modern technologies like LiDAR scanning have revealed thousands of hidden structures beneath the jungle canopy. These discoveries suggest the Maya population may have been far larger than previously believed. Far from primitive tribes, the Maya were builders of one of humanity's greatest civilizations, and their descendants still live today. Millions of Maya people continue preserving their languages, traditions, clothing, and culture across Central America. The civilization never truly disappeared. It evolved. It survived. The story of the Maya is more than a tale of pyramids and lost cities. It is a story about human ambition, intelligence, resilience, and fragility. The Maya achieved astonishing advances in science, mathematics, architecture, and astronomy without modern technology. They transformed hostile jungles into thriving civilizations. They looked to the stars and tried to understand the universe. Yet their collapse also serves as a warning. Environmental destruction, political instability, warfare, and climate change weakened even one of the world's greatest civilizations. And perhaps that lesson matters now more than ever. Today, the silent pyramids of the Maya still rise above the jungle trees. Their stones whisper stories of forgotten kings, sacred rituals, and a civilization that once ruled the ancient world. Though their empire fell, their legacy lives on. And thousands of years later, the mystery of the Maya still captivates humanity. If you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the Knowledge Hub, and turn on notifications for more fascinating stories from history, science, and the mysteries of our world. Thanks for watching.